Hi guys, today I will make a territorial war guide for Kingsbane members. So first things first, there is something you have to do before you invest in your units. First you must try to get first decide on a class you want to play, if you want to play light armor classes or medium armor classes or heavy armor classes. When you have made your choice and you know you will main some type of armor, you must craft and recondition it until you get leadership bonuses. What I recommend getting is at least 30 leadership, which is what will be necessary to have an OPT composition during territory war. So before you invest in units, first check if you can manage to get at least 30 leadership bonus. If you have 730 leadership, you can do an OP combo, which is this unit here, Fortebraccio Pikemen, that you can unlock for free. It costs 235 leadership and it's really broken during territory war. It basically kills anything that's in front of it if you position it properly. The second OP unit that you must get no matter what, even if you don't have this leadership, is Imperial Pike Guards. This is a broken unit that can clear any point, which makes it very powerful for capturing objectives because of its advanced skill. This skill can destroy any formation and make you able to push any point. So basically what high tier houses do is they just bring only Imperial Pike Guards and maybe one shield just to clean a point and capture it. When they want to push, basically this is the pushing unit. The good thing is it also works in defense. You can quickly clean a point. You just have to spam advance and it will kill pretty much everything. Unless, and here is the third OP unit that you must have. Why? Because it's the only unit that can stop an Imperial Pike Guard advance. Due to the big shield, it has a lot of blocks, so the Imperial Pike Guards cannot penetrate this block, assuming a hero doesn't knock them off, which is your job as your hero to prevent enemy heroes from knocking down your units and advancing on them. This is the third OP unit. Why it's OP? Because it has a big shield, a good formation, and that's it. It is the only unit that counters Imperial Pike Guard. Now the rest is optional, but it doesn't really matter. Basically what I'm using, since I don't have Fortebraccio Pikemen yet, is this composition, which uses 735 leadership. But if I replace the Azaps with Fortebraccio Pikemen, I will only need 730 leadership, which is what you should aim for. However, I don't have them yet. So, what to do with your honor? If you want to be competitive really fast, just follow my advice. First get 730 leadership, then unlock Imperial Pike Guard, unlock Imperial Spear Guard, and work on unlocking these Fortebraccio Pikemen. While you're working on these units, you can just use Condotteri Guards and whatever you can use with your rest of the leadership points. The Condotteri Guards are a decent alternative. They're cheap and easy to unlock, and they can be useful until you get Fortebraccio Pikemen, which is where your strengths will shine. If you only have 700 leadership, you can just you must always use Imperial Pike Guard because it's a really broken unit, and where you level it up, it's at the bottom side. Why? Because it is, first, this tree is bugged, it doesn't work, so there's no point going here, and secondly, this gives these bonuses, the defense bonuses, which means the ranged enemy troops will have difficulties getting your Imperial Pike Guard, which makes it broken, because the only counter to this is ranged fire and Imperial Pike Guard. So here I take it. As you can see, I'm really tanky. I'm so tanky that these units can shoot me. I will not die fast. I'll have enough time to advance and then go back to heal my troops. So that's it. At level 16 it will be extremely powerful because it's really hard to kill. The auto attacks of these units hurt very much, and it has a lot of damage. Look at this. It will have like 1700 piercing armor penetration, which is OP. If you notice Monastic Knights, for example, they have like 2k armor penetration. These guys have 1.7k, so they will hurt as much as, nearly as much as Monastic Knights do. And the best part is when they auto attack, they have a block when they can parry your attacks basically. So this is not a bracing unit. You don't brace with it. The brace will not work against most cavalry. Basically you advance, and if you don't have advance, then you can't stop cavalry anymore. The brace weapons will not work against high tier cavalry. So just save your advance, assuming they have cavalries, etc. Now next up, the Imperial Spearmen. You level up by the bottom, and here I'm on Frontier. I have some OP doctrines which make it really powerful, but otherwise it's also good on UQ2. And the best part is it has amazing stats, as you can see here. So what to do is, if you go with this build, don't waste your honor on anything except the upgrades. For Imperial Pike Guards, if you get the piercing damage boost, it will hurt a lot, and most importantly get the slashing defense so it doesn't die quickly. For the Imperial Spear Guard, any upgrade is useful if you can just upgrade all of this. So if you want to be very competitive in Territory War, just honor or max Imperial Pike Guard and Imperial Spear Guard, and unlock Fortebraccio Pikemen. Max them out with levels and honor, and get 30 leadership boost armor, so that you have 230 leadership, which is what you need to use all three types of units. With these three units you will be extremely powerful during the territory wars. Then if you want to be even more strong, you can use a good class, which is usually heavy armor are good. I'm thinking of short sword, maul, and these are the strongest classes, I guess. Then you have other heavy armor classes like Polacks, which are kinda useful, but maul is better, etc. The light and medium armor units. For medium armor you can use the spear. It's really strong, it kills heavy armored units fast, and it's strong in villages with the horse. And by the way, I forgot to mention, get epic schematics for your horse. It's really broken, and unlock this horse for 75k bronze. Purebred Baymere, this one. It costs 75k bronze or something, and it's a really strong horse. It runs fast, it's tanky, and give it some purple armor that you will find sometimes when you play. You can buy them. Epic items for the horse. So with the upcoming season 5 patch on my conversion, you will get a free tier 4 unit and a lot of unit XP tokens, these ones. So make sure you follow my guide here. You get 30 leadership, you maxed out these 3 units for Fortebraccio Pikemen, Imperial Spearmen, and Imperial Pike Guard. You max them out with honor, and you will be very powerful in siege battles. About the free tier 5 that you will get, you can get the unit XP tokens if you need, or you can get tier 5 unit. What I recommend is, since the tier 5 are not really useful, the normal ones, let me show you. What I recommend to get is, assuming you use my build, you already have infantries, so what you can use is just use monastic knights for villages, and that's it. Or you can get unit medals if you need, so you can max out your ins. For tier 5 units, these guys are good. Falconneti gunners are good. Pavise Crossbowmen are not really good on US2 because they don't have special doctrines for them, but on Frontier they're good, assuming you have the purple doctrines for them, like this one. Where is it? Double shot doctrine. So on Frontier, Pavise Crossbowmen is really good if you have the good doctrines. On my conversion it's not really good. I recommend for the ranged unit you just use these guys, Falconneti gunners. I think it's the only good ranged unit in my conversion. Pavise Crossbowmen are viable but not OP like they are in Frontier. And for cavalry you can use the Kheshigs, they're still strong, or the monastic knights, but it's just for villages, you know. Kheshigs can be used in sieges, monastic knights as well. Or you can unlock winged hussars, they're a bit harder to use but they're also powerful for villages. And in some siege maps, like big ones, they can be useful, otherwise they're not really useful. So I forgot to mention this Royal Jannisarries unit. It's really strong as an infantry unit. If you can invest in this one, you can use it instead of using, let's say, you could use this Royal Jannisarries and Imperial Pike Guard, so you have two good units that can push quickly. The good thing about these guys is that they have a mini shield that can block ranged fire, so they don't die fast, and they have an AoE attack that can clear very fast troops, so they're really useful to push. And they kill Imperial Spear Guard quickly, which is important. So basically think of this as a counter to Imperial Spear Guard, but if you play Maul or something it also does the job. So that's it for the tutorial. I think I mentioned all the good units here. Check if I forgot anything. Yes, about this unit, it's useless. It just makes you drop frames and others as well. 20 FPS lost for nothing. These guys, from what I've seen, they're useful, but it may not be as good on my com as it is on Frontier, because on Frontier we have the purple doctrines that boost block, so on my com I don't think they will be good, but on Frontier they are very good, simply because we have some doctrines that boost block and block recovery. On my com I recommend just using Imperial Spearmen, since they have a lot of block, they don't die too fast to mode players and stuff. The new units, they are good in Frontier if you have the plus block doctrines, but I don't recommend them on my conversion. These guys, been at times same story. I didn't see them yet, but I don't think they'll be that good. At least not at your 4 territories. It can be a fun unit, but that's it. But we'll have to see. These guys, never seen them. I'll have to test them when they come out. But anyways, the OP3 units: Imperial Pikemen, Imperial Spearmen, and Fortebraccio Pikemen. Until you get Fortebraccio Pikemen, you can use Condotteri Guards to farm, etc. If you want to play ranged troops, Falconneti Gunners, Pavise Crossbowmen, I guess the only viable options. And these guys can be good, but they're squishy, so be careful with them. So yeah, Imperial Arquebusiers I guess are also good as a ranged troop, but they die really fast, so you can still use them. So if you want to play ranged, you can use Imperial Arquebusiers, Pavise Crossbowmen, and Falconneti Gunners. You can't use all three, so I recommend using Falconneti Gunners and Pavise Crossbowmen if you want to play only ranged, or Imperial Arquebusiers, but Pavise are probably a bit better. Maybe not on my com, but on Frontier they're better. On my com I guess you could just use Imperial Arquebusiers since Pavise Crossbowmen don't do that much damage. So that's it. So now you know what to do if you want to be OP in Territory Wars. I told you which units are good. On my com you have a few weeks to prepare for real Territory Wars. And on Frontier it will be this Saturday. But there's not really enemies here, so no problem. In Frontier, since tires are locked, I forgot to mention, just my combo is extremely powerful. And here, since tire 4 or 5 units are locked for good cavalry T4, you can use this Prefecture Heavy Cavalry if you want to roam around, gang players, etc. It's powerful. And there it's Capcom Cavalry. Otherwise, if you want a filler troop, Pike Militia is extremely good at level 14 and or Condotteri Guards. Everything else is not really good. These Martellori are useful just for pushing siege towers, but otherwise they're not really good. But if you have extra leadership, you can use them. Otherwise you can use Village Watchmen as your filler troop. They have a brace which can block low tire cavalry. I think they also block Monastic Knights, but I'm not sure. So that's it, guys. Good luck, have fun, and have fun grinding as well. See you guys later.